We're letting the bees that were flying around go back to the queen, so there's less for us to deal with to make the whole neighborhood safe. Because that's on her private property right by her door. Nobody's going to walk up and kick it, and if they do, they got what they deserve. So anyway, our suits smell like venom, and so we're the enemy. In fact, our whole damn truck is. We're the only ones that can go to any gas station, Walmart, any store, pull up, and bees will be on. So that's why they were on us out there. So the situation with what you have over there with your ball of bees, that's 7 to 10,000 bees. It only takes 500 stings to equal a rattlesnake bite.
Good grief.
Oh,
can't they make a venom out of that? I mean, if it...
Oh, they do. I mean, you know what they use it for? Did I ever tell you guys this? This is so weird. Almost all cosmetics for wrinkle cream now has bee venom in it.
But can they make an anti-venom for somebody that's...
Well, that's an epinephrine pen. That's an EpiPen.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know.
But I also recommend that, I also recommend people carry Benadryl in their pocket. Because no matter what you get bit or stung by out here in our wonderful home full of poisonous shit, it can save your life. You have about a 15-minute window, whether you get stung by a scorpion, bit by a snake, bees, whatever it is. If you take a Benadryl, it can save your life. About a 15-minute window. So, welcome everybody. If for those of you just joining us, I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. Host is on the camera, and these wonderful gals are a part of the dance troupe. So anyway, so that
we just don't have on our costumes.
No, underneath they're completely naked. All right, so those bees. Calm down. So those bees, there's one of two things. Now back in the day when we had nice bees, European bees, which we don't have any of anymore, they would never ever live there, ever. They would want to be under a shed or in a bee box or up in the eaves. They would want to get into something. Now, this is so weird. After 30 years of doing this, in the last about 5 to 8 years. 50% of the bees that we're removing from a bush like that, if they've been there for more than a day, or a tree limb, they're building honeycomb right on the tree limb. Out in the open, in front of God and everybody. It's just totally ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. They're so tenacious and they're better at everything. They do everything better than a European bee. They make twice as much honey, they pollinate better, they swarm more often, and they're more defensive. That's our issue. All right. So it's really good. I mean, it's just horrible. I mean, Paula was trapped in her garage. It was 230 degrees out, and felt like it. Yeah, with her little dog. Oh, there you are. Pick that baby up. We got to show everybody the dog. We just saved the dog's life. Look at this. Come here and look at
this. She's 4 pounds and 8 ounces. She's up an ounce.
Up an ounce. Oh, it's all that cake. I know how that goes. Doggy treats. So they were trapped in the garage because the bees were coming in. Swarms can be aggressive. So she called right away, got a hold of us, and here comes one now. Little bastards. And so we immediately raced over here like superheroes do, and we found them. Now, we had to walk all over the house. You guys that were with us know all that shit. We go bee hunting a lot. We got to find the hive or the swarm and get rid of them, because they're deadly for the whole neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
That fire truck out there, our fire truck, they've chased it for 10 miles.
Are you serious?
No, on a ranch, yeah, past the slaughter ranch, actually, over in Douglas there.
What attracted them to the, I mean, why would they follow a truck for 10 miles?
Because we killed the rest of the hive and they were not very happy about it.
Oh.
We're the enemy. Yeah, yeah. Now, as to why they landed in your reeds, I just love this job. That's my name. Anyway, why they landed in there, there's no rhyme or reason. We removed what? Hosh is giggling back there.
Well, I am too.
Oh, there is too. Yeah, but you're prettier. Everybody gets to see him all the damn time. So, yeah, if you're a nut, you got to be a little cracked.
I'm telling you.
So what the hell was I talking about?
I love fruit in the tree.
Yeah, low hanging. I'm already on the ground fermenting and shit. Anyway, I was talking about something.
You were talking about the bees chasing
the truck, yeah. Well, when we do a big removal like that, and I've seen them stay angry. Like, you guys can see on YouTube the job that Hosh and I did in Douglas where 12 people got stung this on Saturday.
This last Saturday?
This last Saturday. 12 people got stung, almost killed a couple of goats. We had to have the sheriff out to block off streets. You can see it on YouTube. It was an absolute nightmare. I got heat exhaustion on it. I slept all day Sunday. It was a nightmare. This superhero shit's exhausting.
I'm telling you, it's not easy being that famous.
I know, and you know, I thought it was rich and famous. What the hell's wrong with this picture?
Well, it's a curse. This beauty thing follows me around
forever. It's a beauty, yeah, you know, it's a curse.
It's just
such a dangerous job. Nobody.
You know, well, actually, it is the most dangerous thing you can do now.
Yeah.
It is the most dangerous
can
job.
see.
Yeah. So I want you to put on the theme music. Here they come to save it. So no, we're not wasting time. We're letting those bees all gather on the queen, on the rest of the swarm. So, because what they're normally doing, if they don't decide to live there, the only difference between a swarm and a hive is that millisecond they decide to live somewhere, wherever that is. Well, what normal behavior is the queen's in the middle. People used to say when there's a ballroom like that in the reeds, I just love saying that. They're resting. No, they're not resting. Or a ball of bees on a tree.
They're servicing her, aren't they?
Well,
Feeding her.
that's the other channel, honey. Don't let the kids watch. No, they're apartment hunting if they haven't decided to live there. So the queen in the middle will send out 100 bees that way, 200 bees that way, 500 bees that way, and they will go sniff around everybody's sheds and eaves of the house and dog houses and bird houses, etc. They all come back and communicate with her what they found, and when she decides on the best place to go, it's like a bomb going off, just like you saw coming in, only reversed. All right, and I've seen a ball like that move into a hole that diameter in 30 seconds. They act as an organism. They don't move in a dozen at a time. They act as an organism because they are. Yeah, each bee is a cell of the hive. That's all it is. So we're going to nip it in the bud. We're going to save the day, and how we're going to do that is that thing is like a bomb that can go off. It's also like an onion. It's solid bees, but it's like an onion. So if we were to spray our pyrethrin in there, which we use, it's a pesticide made from chrysanthemum flowers of all damn things. Yeah. I actually teach for the state for licensing, continuing education and stuff. So I actually teach my competitors, who you called, how to do this safely.
You know Matt Drummond?
I know everybody. So anyway.
Matt's with Mule Mountain.
Oh yeah, I believe so. They're
them.
great folks.
Yeah.
They're wonderful. Absolutely great folks. So we're going to coat the outside of it with spray adhesive of all things.
Makes sense.
So because then they can't, if their wings are sealed, they can't fly. We use that a lot. It's non-toxic. It's Elmer's in a can. You can get it at Ace. Don't try this at home. Don't you guys try this shit at home. Nothing that I do, try at home. Because I'm too weird. So anyway, we're going to coat that out. And then we're going to take our pyrethrin and kill them from the inside out. Catch them. Now, even after we leave, Paula, there's still going to be bees farting around. It's like herding cats. You're not going to get them all. You're going to have to go in the back door.
Okay.
Okay, for like a day. And so the bees that are left over from this removal they're leftovers.
Okay.
They're like individual cells, like I said, but they're leftovers. Now we're going to knock as many down as we can. Don't let the dog out that front door for a couple of days because dogs like to snap at shit on the ground.
Yeah.
And the bees can still sting. We don't want that. So the bees that are flying around, we call them remnant bees.
And they're looking for a queen, and if she's not there, they're not going to be there.
Well, they have nowhere else to go.
So they just hang out there?
Yep, well, they're going to die off over the coming. They're going to ball up where they were amongst the reeds. What? It's my name. So anyway, they're going to ball up. So it might be the size of a fist or a golf ball or something. Right now, it's this big. You know, it's huge.
Oh, it's going to shrink.
Well, because they're all going to be dead. We're going to take the rest of them
No,
away.
the ones that are left are going to make that ball.
Yeah, the
They
ones
got
that are still
nothing-
flying around, they're going to go back. They have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
People always ask us, are my remnant bees going to go find a new place to live? They can't. Every hive is an enemy of every other hive.
Oh,
The
I
only
did not
reason
know that.
the only reason they visit each other is to steal money.
It's like
They're
colonies.
Vikings. They're
Yeah,
Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're colonies. They are. They're colonies. They even smell different to each other, just like humans. And so they can live next to each other, just like husband and wife, but your cells can't visit your husband's, and the husband's cells cannot visit the wife's, except on that other channel. So anyway, how babies are made, birds and bees. No, but
I
so
could learn that in kindergarten.
yeah,
now.
you did. Yeah, I forgot it a
No,
long time
I mean
ago.
that's what I could learn now. I
Oh,
didn't learn
well,
that
that's
in
why
kindergarten.
that's why I'm a self-pollinator. So anyway, they can't even visit another hive. Absolutely not. In fact, they will kill each other on flowers from different hives. The bees from one hive smell different
Yeah.
to another hive. It's fascinating
That's
shit. It really is.
interesting.
Yeah,
It's
I was
fascinating
gonna
shit.
say.
So your remnant bees are going to ball back up there. Don't do anything to them. So leave them there. We had maybe a couple hundred. They will die off over the coming days. If it rains like it's supposed to this afternoon, they'll die off quicker because they'll drown.
how does that rain affect what you're shooting into that big ball?
It is actually, we don't, what we do is we put a tray underneath it to catch them as they fall.